Good.
We're live.
We are. Good morning there, beautiful Miss Donna, my lovely co-host.
I am so glad to be here, Michelle.
Oh, I am too. Absolutely. Oh, and last night I watched, I don't know if anybody else got the chance to or not, but Steve Harvey was on the Up channel discussing his book and all that stuff. So I actually got to watch it last night. I recorded it too so I could rewatch, but I actually even got to watch it when it was on.
I saw it advertised, but I didn't. I was on a training call, so I
Right.
didn't get a chance to watch it.
Oh, I saw it, and it was absolutely, it was like just, I love listening to him turn around and say it. So then, of course, it was like a lot of the different things that we've even gone through in the book. He kind of went back over some of it. I mean, for as much as he could squeeze in an hour, so it was, that was great. And then stuff that we know is coming up in the book, so
Yes.
woohoo!
Right.
I love it because it just reinforces, everything that we are doing, and then just some pretty strong things that I just, when he says it, like especially that one part of, don't tell your dreams to small-minded people. I absolutely love
Love that. Love that. You
that.
gotta be around the right people.
And you do, and then to not be afraid to reinvent yourself, which, if you truly think about it, we should be reinventing ourselves all the time. I know you get a lot of people out there that are afraid of change, and you get the ones, like I know yesterday, one of the ladies, I had put up a post about video marketing and had one of our beautiful friends to turn around and chimed in, and she was like, no way. She's like, I'd scare him on the camera. And it's like, no, you wouldn't. And then when she turned around and said, well, maybe 40 years ago, and it's like people have to lose those beliefs in themselves and
Mm-hmm.
somehow gain that power. Because even and he said it last night. He says, you're never too old. You're never too old to start. You're never too old to do anything. You're never too old to turn the camera on. And because think about it, if you're going through it, I don't care what age you are, somebody else is too.
Well, I'm a testimony to that.
Right.
I mean, turning 65. I kind of thought that it was too late for me, but it's not. It's
No.
not.
And look at how much power you've even gained within yourself, and even the camera and everything else since we started.
Right.
The first couple times we're kind of, oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm doing this. But look at you now. Now you turn on the camera, it's no big deal.
No big deal. No big deal. So what we got today?
Today we have asking for what you want. Boy,
Ooh.
isn't that easier said than done sometimes?
Yes, it is.
That's probably my biggest nemesis, is asking for what you want, because I've always been one. I was strong-willed, figured it out myself, would do it myself, So that's probably, this one's one that definitely speaks to my heart, because I've got, that asking for what you want or asking for help or it so far takes me out of my comfort zone.
Well, I look at other people and you hear what they're going through and what they're doing and how busy their lives are, and you hate to ask. You hate to ask. But once you do, they wondered, well, what took you so long?
Oh, yeah, and that's true. Yeah, it really is. So that's, so I can't wait to see what he's got to say about this.
Okay, let's dive in.
There are no self-made men. You need others around you for inspiration and motivation. And I'm certain that at some point you will also need them for material resources or advice. Whatever the case, you need to be bold enough to ask. I didn't always feel this way. In fact, what encouraged me to begin asking was realizing that I had nothing to lose. I also had nothing to prove and nothing to be ashamed of. So rejection was nothing to fear. Recognizing this practically doubled my confidence level. It strengthened me to go forward and ask. You have no idea of the number of successful people around you who are waiting for someone to come up and ask them for assistance or guidance. I could have saved myself a lot of pain if I didn't mind asking people for things. Little did I know how many people were sitting around just waiting to have a discussion with me, to have an association with me. Magic Johnson doesn't mind sitting down talking. John Hope Bryant doesn't mind talking to me. Tyler Perry doesn't mind talking. The President of the United States doesn't mind talking. Big agencies such as William Morris Endeavor don't mind talking to me. The chairman of NBC doesn't mind talking to me. I was so occupied with priding myself on not asking for anything that I almost missed out.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay to sit and brainstorm with like-minded people and share what is going on with you. You may not have to ask for as much as you think. Just the mere fact of your striking up a conversation could be the thing they have been waiting for. Maybe this other person is looking for somebody who wants to do something, who is eager to learn, who is eager to share, and that initial conversation will lead to great things. Keep it in perspective. All you need to do is talk to people of like mind, and I promise they will not mind talking to you.
Identify what you want. How do you expect to get what you need if you don't open up your mouth and ask for it? Our lives are a direct reflection of our communication. If you are unwilling to communicate your needs to your employer, customers, partners, and family members, you can't blame them for not giving you what you need. You don't know everything. You don't know everyone. And you can't do it all alone. You know, I remember once when I finally picked up the phone and called a friend of mine, you know, she reminded me, she said, Donna, she said, it helps me as much, and I learn from talking to you know, to the new people. You know, you're afraid you look silly and you look stupid, but they, when they have someone call them, it takes them back and it reminds them where they used to be. And, you know, when she said, you know, it reminds me and it helps me as much as it does as it helps you, that was a big factor that really made an impression on me.
Well, and you know, and it is, and it's so funny because it's like, and I don't know why I've always had such a hang up, because I'll be the first one to help. I'll be the first one to offer up anything I can possibly do. I always have been. So it's like, why, since I'm always so willing to give and to help and explain, or you know, anything, no matter what it is, if it's within my capabilities, or I'll find somebody else that can,
Right.
then why can't I do that for me just as easy? You know what I mean? It's like, but it's just fun. But I guess a lot of mine also stems off of throughout my past. If you did ask, it got thrown up in your face, or you always got
Right.
reminded about it earlier, or you know, I did this for you, or I mean, I even went through it after my injury, so it became really hard at that point to then turn around and ever ask for anything, because the last thing I wanted was somebody, one, don't do something for me if you don't want to do it, period. I don't care what it is. If you don't want to do it, don't. Or if you're going to throw it back up in my face, please don't, you know, because I'd
Right.
rather figure it out or get somebody else or whatever I need so that it
Mm-hmm.
doesn't, you know, and because the last thing I ever wanted to be on anybody, and my husband hates this word, is a burden. But you know how you feel
Yes.
that way with certain people, and
Mm-hmm.
you know that's wrong. But then that's where we learned. And just like with Steve Harvey saying, that's where you need to learn the people that are in your wagon and who to kick out the wagon.
Right. Right. So what do we got tomorrow, Michelle, waiting for us? Tomorrow's
Tomorrow,
Friday, the last of the week.
yeah, baby. Tomorrow we have all power, no shame, and building relationships.
Wow, that's a great way to finish it off, you
Oh,
know.
you weren't kidding, especially with the building relationships, because you figure that would be, to me, probably one of the key
Key
factors
things.
in anything you're doing, whether it be, you know,
Personal or business.
life for self-development or business or anything. It literally everything you do. And just like he says, there is no self-made man. So the relationships is going to be a core part of that.
Well, even your spiritual. You know, if you don't have a relationship with God, you have nothing. You
Right.
have nothing. So relationship is the key ingredient.
Oh yes, or
And we're
whichever,
going to talk about that
whatever it
tomorrow.
is your higher power is, just knowing
Right.
that there's so many different religions and everything
Oh,
else.
yes.
Absolutely, it's whoever it is that there's still a relationship, whether they believe in one or the other. There's still something that they
Hmm.
do believe in, and so it does all start with some type of relationship and belief. Well, see, and that was funny because he said that last night with the show that he did, because he owes so much of his life and everything that he's been to, he said, to God. He said, so I can't stand here and explain without including him in these conversations. So he let everybody know right off the bat that if you expect me to explain it without having some of that, which, and he watched how he said things because of the ones that aren't.
Right.
He said, but I can't consciously on my level explain without bringing him into it because that is my core. So
Right.
I just, I'm so much respect to that man.
Well, what a way to start the day.
Yes, it is. And then the way we
And
kicked off
make
Friday,
sure they come back
so
tomorrow.
yay!
Well,
So exciting. Well, good. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Love you all. Thank you for watching, and we will see you bright and early tomorrow morning. Love you.
okay. Bye-bye.